Hi everyone, my name is Seth. I'm a holographic kinetics practitioner and licensed massage therapist. Today I wanted to talk to you about holographic kinetics, which is a revolutionary and advanced healing modality that is designed to assist people in healing and clearing mental, emotional, and behavioral health issues. Now, this modality was created by a man named Steve Richards. He is an Aboriginal descendant, and he took the knowledge and the wisdom and the lore of over 60,000 years of Aboriginal culture passed down from generation to generation about the structure and the nature of our reality, the metaphysical laws that govern our reality. He took this awareness and this knowledge and spent over 50 years of his life through practice and research developing this healing technique that is very effective for assisting people in clearing their mental, emotional, and behavioral health issues. Now, whether we're talking about more severe issues like bipolar, schizophrenic, multiple personality disorder, Tourette syndrome, suicidal thoughts, or self-harm, or more run-of-the-mill issues like anxiety, depression, relationship issues, limiting subconscious beliefs about the self, or just negative life patterns that have continued to persist, all of these issues have a cause, somewhere that it started, somewhere that it began. And by going back to the moment in time and seeing what happened and how it affected us, and then changing it internally, those issues will cease to affect us. Now, Aboriginal culture and most indigenous cultures have an acknowledgement and awareness that everything in nature is alive. Everything has a universal life force that many refer to as spirit. And spirit is omnipotent, omnipresent, and omniscient. It knows everything that's ever happened to us, no matter how far back in time we need to go. And by facilitating communication with spirit, we can go back to the moments in time where these issues began and see what happened and change it internally so that it no longer affects us. We need to understand how time works. Time is not linear, it works in cycles. Everything that's happened before is going to happen again in a cycle of similarity unless we make the decision to change it. For those of you who are familiar with the Fibonacci sequence, this is the mathematical representation of how time works. 1 plus 1 equals 2, 2 plus 1 equals 3, 3 plus 2 equals 5, 5 plus 3 equals 8. The past plus the present equals the future. And with this modality, we can go back to the past and in the present and change it so that it can change the cycles of repeating patterns that we would experience in the future. We need to understand that we're multidimensional beings living in a multidimensional world. Scientifically speaking, we only have the ability to perceive about 1/10 of a billionth of the potential light spectrum that exists in the universe. If you look out into space and the galaxies using ultraviolet or infrared spectrum, you'll be able to see galaxies and things that you can't see with the naked eye. And the same thing is true for our physical world, that there are life forms that exist in our physical world that are incorporeal. They're non-physical and we can't be seen with the naked eye. And virtually every single culture, no matter how far back in time you want to go, has knowledge and awareness and scripture and lore about the idea that there's life forms that exist in our reality that you can't see but have the potential to affect us, sometimes in very negative ways. And this modality is equipped with the tools and the awareness to be able to deal with these influences if they come up in the context of an issue. Now, this work has transformed many people's lives all over the world. There are over, I think, 1,200 practitioners in 42 countries across the world. And Steve Richards has personally turned around some of the most violent criminal offenders in the prison systems. He has gone with a team of people into communities where the suicide rates were sometimes 3 a week. And after he worked with the community, the suicide rates went down to 0. This work has personally transformed my life internally and externally in very powerful ways. I became a practitioner of this modality because of how it transformed my life. When I first came as a client, I was experiencing something like 9-10 years of suicidal thoughts and depression and anxiety and other issues as well. And after about 5 or 6 sessions, I got to see all these dimensions of time from the past where I had locked in trauma and negative beliefs about myself and negative beliefs about life that were creating these issues. And after about 5 or 6 sessions, my depression completely vanished. My suicidal thoughts were completely gone. And as I continued with the work, my anxiety gradually dissipated over time as well. So as a practitioner, I'm very excited to be able to offer this work to other people who are ready to make changes. This work is really about taking responsibility for our own lives and our own internal realities. Our internal world is what flows into the external. A lot of people are trying to chase happiness and fulfillment by chasing things in the external world when it works the other way around. By making changes to our internal reality, this is what changes how we feel, and this is what changes how our external world flows into our experience. So for those of you who are ready to make some changes and are interested in more information about this modality, my website is healingwithspirit.net, and Steve Richards' website is holographickinetics.com, which has a wealth of information about this modality and many interviews with him. And yeah, I look forward to assisting those of you who are ready to make some positive changes in your life. Thank you very much.